Good day, have a good day. 皆さんどうもこんにちは、TOYAです。今回は英語のネイティブ講師に英語力を診断してもらってみた。はい、ということでね、やっていきたいと思うんですけど、このチャンネル自体は、街頭インタビュー、主に日本に住む外国人の方に、いろんなトピックに沿って質問、街頭インタビューっていうのをしてるんですけど、その中でね、いろんなやっぱり、幅広いトピックとかを扱ってるので、すごい難しい単語が出てきたりとか、僕自身も言われて分からなかったこととかって結構あるんですよね、正直。僕の中では英語って本当にただのツール、人と人をつなぐただのツールでしかないので、正直なんか文法が間違ってようが、ちょっと英単語の発音が違うかろうが別に関係ないんですよ。で、その中でやっぱり、お前のその発音ちゃうでとか、そこは関係ない名詞使うんやでとか、結構ね、僕の英語に対してちょっとご指摘のコメントっていうのもいただくことがあります。で、僕の経歴から言うと、一応そのね、英語学習っていうのは、20歳ぐらいから独学で始めて、でそこから大学卒業してから1年間、オーストラリアに、サッカー選手として行ってたんですけど、現地の語学学校に通って、英語も並行して勉強して、帰国してからは、ずっと英語学習は続けてて、で、本当に英語が大好きなので、ここまでね、熱を持って取り組めてる状態なんですけど、じゃあ実際にお前の英語力はどんなもんなんやっていう感じで、見てくださってる視聴者さんもやばいって。で、見てくださってる方もいると思うんですよ。ということで今回は、オンライン英会話サービスの Cambly を使って、実際にその IELTS に特化した、ネイティブ講師の方に、僕の英語力っていうのを、チェック、診断してもらって、仮に僕が今現時点で IELTS を受けるなら、一体どれくらいのスコアが取れるのかっていうのを検証していきたいなと思います。で、僕自身もオンライン英会話っていうのは本当にもう週5回する勢いでやってるんですけど、自分のその生活の中で、英語をアウトプットする機会として、このオンライン英会サービスの Cambly を使ってるんですけど、もう本当に今愛用中なので、日本にいながらなかなか勉強できないとか、ちょっとモチベーションが保てない、いいオンライン英会話サービスないかなって思ってる方は、概要欄のリンクからぜひぜひチェックしてもらえればなと思います。で、一応その IELTS の話をすると、一応マックスが 9.0 っていうスコアなんですよ。海外の大学に行こうと思ったら、まず最低でも、大学にもちろんよると思うんですけど、5.5 ポイントを取っていないと、そもそも受験できないとか、入学資格がないっていう形になるので、その当時僕がオーストラリアに行った時に、通ってた IELTS のクラスでは、一応その模試試験なんかもやってたりしてて、最高で 7.0 ですかね。7.0 の、スコアを取ったことがあったので、最低そこのラインはちょっと超えたいなと思うんですけど、ということで、そんな感じでやっていきたいなと思います。Okay, let's get into it.
And what about in your free time? Do you get much free time between doing 3 different jobs?
Honestly, I've been pretty busy recently. Learning English and also coaching English is, one of my favorite things. Personally, I love learning English and I love learning an amount of new information and knowledge as a sponge absorbs the water. When it comes down to learning English, I feel like many people take a lesson just for the sake of taking a lesson. People have a tendency to go down the rabbit hole of convince themselves of they are studying English. I want to let people know about how much fun learning English is and how important learning English is. That's one of the biggest reasons why I started creating contents related to English, not education, but English content. Just, letting people know about how much fun learning English is. I think we take exactly same amount of time of studying English, but, some of us get stuck and some of us, improved a lot.
I do think a big thing about it is similar to as you're saying about enjoying it and having fun. So usually when students ask me for advice on what should I read, what should I do, finding something that you enjoy each day, something. So using English,
The quite long journey to be able to speak a second language naturally. Yeah, I think so. Actually, I want to take an opportunity to have someone pinpoint where I made mistake, where I still have a room for improvement. I'm pretty sure you are an expert at IELTS. On a scale of IELTS exam, the score, how many points would you give me?
from what I've spoken to you so far, I would be looking and hoping for you to be going for the higher range of 7 to 8, really. But again, I would need to see some more like idiomatic language, phrasal verbs, these kind of things. maybe a little bit more complex or specific vocabulary. But I'd imagine going for that kind of area would be fine.
How does technology make our lives easier? Does it always serve that purpose?
Well, yeah, personally, we have clearly gained many benefits from modern technology in this day and age. And developing technology has made an instant communication possible. We can link to somebody else who's far from each other. So for example, right now, I jump into online and you are in Toronto, Canada, but we can communicate with each other at the moment. So which is one of the biggest, advantage of developing technology, which means, it doesn't matter where we are. We can just, have a chat and communicate to have a good relationship. We are getting more and more comfortable.
It also served its purpose during the pandemic, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
But everything has good and bad stuff. So for example, as you mentioned, working remotely could improve the symptoms of depression and anxiety disorders. We need to be isolated from the crowd, which means, we kind of tend to feel alone, lonely.
Yes.
And I think that over the last few years, the number of committing suicide has been increasing in Japan. All the time they are staring with laptop all day, and they cannot relieve their stress. Just they're stuck at home.
Not easy being on social media all the time too. You compare
That's
your life
true.
to other people's lives, so that can make you sick sometimes.
Oh yeah, I feel the same way. As I mentioned earlier, that many people use online anonymity to attack people they've never met before. So like cyberbullying, that's terrible.
Great job. Maybe one thing you can improve on is maybe speak a little bit slower.
Right.
Yeah, because when you speak slower, maybe that can help you gather your thoughts.
I totally got it. I mean, for me personally, I'm kind of type of person who speaks faster.
When you get nervous, people tend to speak faster. You want me to be honest?
I want you to be kind of critical, so it's okay. Yeah.
I would say a 7.5.
Oh, that's higher than I expected. Yeah.
That's good though, because there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said before, maybe speak a little bit slower.
Right. Yeah.
And gather your thoughts.
I have a bunch of vocabularies and the phrases that I don't know, and I can't come up with what I want to say in English sometimes. But I want to try. So I want you to be the critical and check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Now, tell me, do you prefer to travel or stay home during the holiday periods?
That's a good question actually. Everything has good and bad stuff, right? So I like both, honestly. So personally I love traveling overseas and I can find the different perspectives, cultures, and the values. So obviously I can broaden my mind. But honestly, I value my own time. I focus on spending all my time at home and chill out, relax, and watching dramas and movies as I mentioned earlier. So I like both. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to
Why are you laughing? Yeah, why are you laughing?
Because I like your answers. It's good. You gave, your own opinion about why you do it. The reason I laugh is because when I ask students this, they go, oh, I like holidays, yeah. And I'm like,
Oh, finish?
like, where's the rest of where's the pages I need to flip to go through what I need to know?
Right.
I would add, you do speak in a very good pace to understand exactly what you're saying. Only thing you need to work on, like improve on, is just a little bit of the grammar. I noticed just a little bit. I'm gonna give you like an 8, like a good 7 to 8. Do you say, more vocabulary? Always. I always give this to all my students because the more vocabulary always helps you. You don't want to stick with the same words you always know, right? You always want to.
Right. I see.
So still good.
Oh,
Thank you. That's higher than I expected, though. Yeah. 8. So actually, my problem when it comes down to speaking English, my problem is I tend to repeat the same word and the phrase.
No, you're good. Trust me. You can't be perfect. Because even me, I speak English. I'm an English. I'm like born speaking English, and trust me, my English is not perfecto. Okay, it's not perfect. Okay, but you want to get to a point where you feel like I can go to United States and I don't have to be like, can I have a soda?